What's up, SnEaKyNation? SnEaKy here, back with all the news after Week 13 of our San Francisco 49ers franchise, where the Niners picked up a win over the Chicago Bears. Next up, we have the New York Jets, also sitting at 5-7. But first, let's check out some of the highlights from Week 13 against the Bears. The 49ers would start off with the ball, and Gabbert got things going early with Torrey Smith down the way. That would set up this 2nd and 4 attempt. Then Quentin Patton coming up big. The 49ers do have to settle for a field goal, and Phil Dawson would knock it right through the uprights to take a 3-0 lead. The Bears, though, looking to answer here on 2nd down and 2. This is going to be Miller with the catch, and he would get the Bears into field goal range. They would tie things up with this Barth field goal. 3-3 would be the score. However, on the very next play of the 49ers drive, Carlos Hyde gets free from the defense, and he would take it 75 yards to the house to put the 49ers up 10-3 over the Bears, and that was the best run we have seen from Carlos Hyde all season long. The Bears, though, trying to answer, convert on this 3rd and 18. They would eventually punt the ball away to the 49ers, and that would lead to this sack and fumble, which Pernell McPhee will recover and take it to the end zone. 10-10 is going to be the score. This is a defensive battle in Chicago, and the Bears defense stepping up there. 2nd down and 10 on the right side. A terrible read by Blaine Gabbert, and Kyle Fuller would have the interception there. And it doesn't end there for Gabbert. Things continue to go bad on this 3rd and 29. Down the right side again, and Kyle Fuller once again coming down with it. That was as good as a punt on 3rd and 29 anyway, but Kyle Fuller getting another interception. The 49ers another turnover. Cutler trying to get his team to lead will find Alshon Jeffrey, who had a big day for the Bears on this 2nd down and 2 play action. This is Jeffrey again coming down with it in traffic there. The 49ers would get a goal line stand, but the Bears would take the lead with this field goal, and we are in the 4th quarter. 13-10 is going to be the score, but much like earlier, the 49ers will answer with a big play of their own. Torrey Smith, 71 yards. That is a 49ers touchdown, and they will capture the lead 17-13 over the Bears. 2 big plays by the 49ers offense. They would get the ball back, looking to extend the lead further, and this is Gabbert running it all the way down to the 2-yard line. That would set up this 3rd and goal run, and Carlos Hyde would find his way into the end zone. 24-13. We have a 2-possession ball game, but the Bears have time to work with. Cutler on the left side going to find Royal this time. Then on 4th and 10, they need a big time play, and Wilson will come down with it for the Bears, keeping the drive alive on 2nd down and 6. Down the left side, Alshon Jeffrey all the way to the 1-yard line. Then on 3rd and goal, who other? Alshon Jeffrey once again. Now the Bears would fail the 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game, so they need the ball back and they need to get a touchdown to win. However, Aaron Burbridge would recover the onside kick. All the 49ers needed to do is get 1 first down, and Carlos Hyde would deliver. 24-19 the final score. The 49ers pick up the win to improve to 5-7 on the year. The Bears get the loss. They fall to 3-9 Next up, I should say, we have the New York Jets. Now, the Jets are also sitting at 5-7. We are going to be practicing our run defense this week. We didn't do too well practicing this last week, so hopefully our defense can step up a little more. Here's Carlos Hyde, a nice run that time. On 2nd down and 2, Hyde is going to get that first, so it'll be 1st and goal, Hyde into the end zone. First attempt will be a fail for the defense here. 2nd attempt, the defense looking to step up a little bit more. Carlos Hyde, nowhere to go there. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Hyde's going to make it 3rd and short with that run. Then on 3rd and 2, he will convert the 1st down again. It'll be 1st and goal. Hyde is taken down here, but he did gain a few on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2. Hyde into the end zone. 2 fails out of 3. The 49ers defense has got to step things up here, but Carlos Hyde is running all over them now. 2nd down and 6. Hyde is taken down there. It is going to be 3rd down and inches, and Hyde once again making it 1st and goal this time. And it is from the 3-yard line. Hyde fighting off some tackles, throwing Navarro Bowman to the side, and that is 3 fails for this defense, and the coach not happy with Bowman. So apparently if you fail, you have to keep going until you get a medal. So we are back at it again. Defense trying to step up. We already failed the first 2 times. It is coming down to this last attempt again. We are going to have a 4th down situation, and finally the 49ers defense settles, only going 1 of 6 during the drill today. Not a good effort by the defense, and as shaky as our defense has been, you know, this could lead to another loss. Certainly not something we would like. We're going to answer some press questions now. The first one coming from Mitchell Skeen. With the offseason fast approaching, what side of the ball or key positions do you plan on upgrading? And the answer to that would be, we're looking at best player available in the draft, or guy that we feel like will have the brightest future with us. There's some guys that have stood out to us that look very good. I don't know if they're going to be there where we're selecting. We keep getting these wins, which is, you know, making our draft pick a little bit lower than we were hoping or anticipating. Really, we were not planning on being at 5 and 7, but we have needs all over the field, both offensively and defensively. I think our needs are pretty glaring, so we're definitely going to be focusing on getting the best players available that can help get us some wins as soon as possible. The other question just kind of comes from everybody. Everybody's wondering, why have you not started Colin Kaepernick yet? The reason for this is our offense is actually playing much better than anybody anticipated. Right now, we are 11th in the NFL in yards. Looking at this offensive depth chart, this is not a team that you would anticipate being 11th in yards, and Blaine Gabbert has a big part of that. He is also currently tied for 4th in the NFL for touchdown passes. Now, he is also 1st in the NFL in interceptions, and I do recognize that's a big problem, but right now our offense is actually getting points on the board. They are actually moving the ball down the field. Now, those turnovers are certainly not something we would like to see from Blaine Gabbert at all. But as long as he's moving the ball, you know, our team right now, our offense especially, is playing above expectations, I feel like. The turnovers have been terrible, but I really think the big issue is our defense, which is allowing a ton of yards, allowing a ton of points, and our defense is not getting turnovers at all, which is just destroying us overall. Obviously, Gabbert could be playing better, but I kind of feel like putting in Colin Kaepernick at this point in the season is like shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic. I don't think it's going to make a big difference either way. And, you know, Gabbert, again, 4th in the NFL in touchdown passes. We're just going to continue to roll with him for right now. That is going to be it for the questions. Let's go ahead and advance on to all the scores around the NFL. First up, we have the Cowboys taking down the Vikings. The Cowboys improved to 8-4 on the year. The Vikings falling to 8-4. Dak Prescott with a great game here. The Cowboys are actually currently leading their division and are looking to secure a playoff spot. And with play like this against a very good Vikings team, they are capable of doing so. The Vikings still sitting at 8-4. They are currently holding on to a wild card spot, but the NFC could get very competitive here towards the last few weeks. Thornton, Gregory, and Lawrence all getting a sack today. Interceptions, Barry Church would have the only one on the day. Fumbles forced, we have one by Tapper. It would not be recovered though. 26-23, the Chiefs would beat the Falcons. The Chiefs improved to 8-4 on the year. The Falcons falling to 8-4. The Falcons do, however, still have the lead in the NFC South, while the Chiefs are holding on to a wild card spot in the competitive AFC. Julio Jones, a great game as well today. Defensively, Vic Beasley Jr., the second-year guy from Clemson, having a pretty solid day. Brooks Reed with 2 sacks. Marcus Peters with an interception there. Fumbles forced, we have one by Warlow and one by Barrington. Barrington would recover his. 45-17, the Lions take down the Saints. The Lions currently leading the NFC North at 9-3. The Saints fall to 5-7 on the year. Theo Riddick, 2 touchdowns on the day for him. Abdullah would also add one. Great game from Golden Tate, 133 yards and a touchdown for him as well. Defensively, Ellerbe going to lead the way with 11 tackles. Sacks, 2 by Nick Fairley, 1.5 by Jordan and Kruger, and 1 by Easley as well. Bush with the only interception of the day. Fumbles forced, we have 1 by Gilberry. He would recover it as well. 28-9, the Patriots are going to get the victory over the Rams. The Patriots improved to 6-5-1. The Rams fall to 7-5. They do, however, still lead the NFC West in terms of trying to secure a playoff spot. Julian Edelman, 9 catches, 112 yards for him. Certainly a very good game. Defensively, led in tackles by Ogletree. Sacks, we are going to have 1 by Donald, Quinn, Sheard, and Branch on the day. Interceptions, we have one by Donta Hightower, and then fumbles forced, let's see what we got. We have one by Johnson and one by Gaines. They would each recover as well. Next game up, we have 27-13 victory by the Jags over the Broncos. The Jags improved to 6-6 and currently lead the AFC South. The Broncos fall to 3-9 on the year. Certainly not the way they wanted things to go. Allen Hurns leading the way with 9 catches on the day. Didn't have as many yards, but a very good game catching for sure. TJ Ward leading the way in tackles, sacks. We have one by Fowler Jr., one by Odrick. The rookie is going to have one in Kaugu. I can't even say that. I apologize. Jalen Ramsey, the other rookie, would get an interception on the day. And Stewart would force a fumble. Cortez Allen would force and recover one. 34-19, the Texans with a nice victory over the Packers and quite an upset here. The Texans improved to 4-8 on the year. The Packers fall to 8-4. However, the Packers are still holding on to a wild card spot, but not a good game by Aaron Rodgers at all. 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions on the day. Certainly not the type of game you expect to see by him. Lamar Miller, 91 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground for him. Adams, though, with 10 catches, only 44 yards, but he did get a touchdown as well. But those 10 catches certainly very impressive, even if his team lost. Clinton Dix leading the way in tackles there. J.J. Watt with 2 sacks. A whole bunch of players going to have 1 sack here. Unbelievable. Neither offensive line doing a great job. Kevin Johnson, Micah Hyde, Cushing, and McKinney all getting the 4 interceptions on the day. So Micah Hyde against his former team there. Fumbles forced 2 by Kevin Johnson. He would not recover. Watt, Allen, Rollins, and Dimps each going to force and recover one. 34-20, the Eagles with the victory over the Bengals, and another upset here. The Eagles improved to 3-9 on the year. The Bengals fall to 5-6-1. And look at that, Giovanni Bernard and Matthews each with a monster day, over 100 yards rushing for each of them. LaFell and Ertz each with 6 catches to lead the receiving game. No touchdowns there, though. Defensively, Maluga leading the way with 13 tackles. Graham with 2 sacks on the day. Interceptions, we are going to have one by Dansby and one by McKelvin here. And then fumbles forced, we have one by McKelvin, he would recover as well, and then one by Connor Barwin, which he would also recover. 24-10, the Ravens going to get another victory here. So they have been looking much better in recent weeks, improving to 3-9 on the year. The Dolphins falling to 3-9. Joe Flacco did throw for a touchdown. He also threw for an interception, but he had been playing better as of recent weeks. But look at Aiken and Steve Smith Sr. Steve Smith Sr. continues to kill it. Another day over 100 yards for him. Aiken helping him out today as well. Alonzo leads the way with 10 tackles, 1.5 sacks by Ndamukong Suh and Chris Canty. A bunch of players going to have a sack, and then a few guys splitting one as well. Interceptions, one by Jimmy Smith, one by Byron Maxwell. We saw him get one against us as well. Fumbles forced, we are going to have one by Byron Maxwell. He would recover as well, and then Doomerville going to force and recover 2. 38-17, the Raiders take down the Bills on the day. The Raiders improved to 6-6. The Bills fall to 9-3. The Bills are still currently leading their division for holding on to that playoff spot, but not a loss they anticipated getting. Good game by the Raiders to pull off the upset here, though. Defensively, leading the way in tackles is going to be Preston Brown with 12 sacks. We're going to have 2 by Khalil Mack, 1 by Melton, a few guys splitting one as well. Interceptions, Graham Gilmore and Nelson making the plays on the defensive side of the ball there. And then fumbles forced, 1 by Khalil Mack, 1 by Preston Brown. Neither of those would be recovered, though. Next up, 41-24, the Steelers with the victory over the Giants. The Steelers holding on to the lead in the AFC North. They improved to 8-4 on the year. The Giants fall to 6-5-1 on the season. Le'Veon Bell, 2 touchdowns, 94 yards for him. And the Steelers have really come on strong in recent weeks. You see a great game from Antonio Brown as well. The rookie, though, Sterling Shepard for the Giants, 129 yards and 2 touchdowns for him. But the Steelers have really been on a roll here lately. And, they have recaptured their division lead. The Browns did hold on to it for a while. The Browns are on a bye week this week. They are currently at 7-4-1, so they do hold on to the other AFC wildcard spot there, despite having the bye week. The fumbles forced, only one recovered there. 21-7, the Redskins take down the Cardinals. The Redskins improved to 5-7 on the year. The Cardinals fall to 2-10 on the season. Certainly not where they anticipated being. I still don't know what's going on with them, but this could be very bad for the 49ers because the Cardinals could end up with the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft, and we have seen some star power up top. This could lead the Cardinals to getting a franchise caliber player, which, considering they're in our division, might not be the best thing overall for the 49ers. Josh Norman continues to play well for the Redskins. He did get another interception here. Going to have 3 fumbles forced, only 1 recovered by Marcus Cooper. That was the same for last game. I think I overtalked it though. 42-14, the Chargers with the victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Chargers improved to 10-2 on the season. They currently lead the AFC West. The Bucs fall to 6-6 on the season. Crowder leading the way, 8 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown for him. 2 touchdowns for Stevie Johnson and Keenan Allen, though. Nice game from both of them. Major going to lead the way in tackles, or Mager, I apologize if I said that wrong. I say so many names wrong. You guys know this about me, though. I'm sorry. I'm trying to learn them as I go. Hayward with 2 interceptions on the day. Fumbles forced. We have 1 by Major, 1 by Alexander, 1 by Hargraves. Only the first 2 would be recovered. 28-25, the Seahawks take down the Panthers. The Seahawks improve to 7-5 on the year. The Panthers fall to 6-6. Now, the Seahawks are currently tied with the Rams for the lead in the NFC West. However, the Rams currently hold the tiebreaker over the Seahawks, and the Seahawks do not qualify for a wild card spot as of now. So this is definitely going to be a defensive battle between these 2 great defensive teams as the season is winding down, and it'll be interesting to see which one comes out top, or maybe even the 49ers, currently sitting 2 games behind the other 2, could make a push towards the end to get back in the race anyway. 34-31, the Colts take down the Jets. The Colts improve to 5-7. The Jets fall to 5-7. However, Ryan Fitzpatrick with a great game, 388 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. This is important for the 49ers because we're actually about to take on the Jets. And look at this, Eric Decker, 6 catches, 166 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Now, it was not enough for the Jets to get the victory, but we are looking at what their offense is capable of doing, and the 49ers, who currently have the 31st worst defense in the NFL, aka second to last, this is definitely not looking like a good matchup for us. We're going to have to find ways to slow down the Jets, though. Looking at the players of the week, Dak Prescott, 17-22, 177 yards, 4 passing touchdowns. Kyle Fuller against the 49ers with 8 tackles, 2 interceptions. Casey Hayward, 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. Then we just talked about Ryan Fitzpatrick, 388 yards, 4 passing touchdowns for him. He did throw an interception, but the 49ers aren't really doing a great job of forcing turnovers anyway, so slowing down Fitzpatrick may prove to be a difficult challenge for this 49ers team. We'll have to see how things go. Scouting, we're going to look at some wide receivers and quarterbacks. Nicholas Neely out of Rutgers, projected in the 3rd round, but undrafted talent. We have Jason Hillenmeyer as well out of Charleston Southern, early 4th round, but again, undrafted talent, even though his top 3 skills look okay. Then we have Javonte Cadu from Southern Arkansas, early 5th rounder, once again, undrafted talent. I quite liked his skills there, though. Then we have James Vallejo out of Wisconsin, late 2nd round, projected late 2nd round. Definitely a guy worth keeping an eye on if we don't get our main quarterback in the 1st round. Then we have Danny Whittington out of Grand Valley State, projected to go in the 4th round. This might be a sleeper pick. Good throw power there. Pretty good accuracy stats from what we saw too. Ryan Fitzpatrick will lead the Jets here. Bilal Powell going to be a running back at fullback. They have Will Tuoafu. I said it wrong. I know I did. I'm sorry. But Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker is going to be the real challenge for the 49ers defense. They have Jacob Tamme as well and Owen Daniels, 2 good tight ends that we're going to have to keep an eye on. However, the offensive line for the Jets is not very good. This might be a good opportunity for Eric Armstead and DeForest Buckner to get pressure on Fitzpatrick. Maybe not allow him to get as comfortable as he was last week, and maybe we can force him into some bad throws. But the Jets do have one of the best defensive lines in football, a ton of playmakers here, and that could definitely prove to be a challenge for the 49ers run game, which we do rely on a lot. Cornerbacks, Revis is still there, teaming up with Buster Skrine. So the drop-off from Revis is pretty big. They do have some capable safeties, though, of helping out. Maybe not like great players, but definitely above-average starters, so something we'll have to keep an eye on. Let's go ahead and check out the injury report here for the Jets. And I know A name that was missing is Matt Forte. He is injured, so is Clady. So that is two big blows to this offense for the Jets, especially their running game there. Now we're going to look at some of the players we need to bring back. Ian Williams is there. He will be healthy next year. He's been injured all season long. He's been on the IR. I don't know that I want to give him a 4-year deal. Quentin Dial's been playing okay for us. I actually like Quentin Dial quite a lot. We might need to move on from Williams. Dawson is also there. Blaine Gabbert is also there. And then Vance McDonald. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you everybody available. And I want you guys to tell me who y'all would like to bring back. And we'll start making some offers. I know right off the bat, Vance McDonald's had a pretty solid season for us. I don't want him on a 4-year deal, though. He has slow development right now. If he's not going to get much better, we've got to consider how much we want to invest in him. So we're going to try to offer a 2-year deal. He's not having any of it, but we will have another opportunity next week. However, we'll show the rest of the names, and I'm going to let you guys tell me who y'all would like to see back in San Francisco. I honestly don't think any of these guys are a must-have right now. That's not to say we're not going to bring any of them back, but I'm not like looking to break the bank for anybody. I don't feel like we need to overbid on anybody. I really plan on rebuilding this team and changing quite a lot of players around on this roster. But if there are guys here that y'all would like back, please do let me know in the comments, and we can get back to this next time. So that's something to keep an eye on, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button, and I will see you guys for week 14 as we take on the New York Jets. Later.